Hello and welcome to the very first episode of the CTL Idea Exchange. Today we're talking with Monique Dahl. Monique is an instructor from the marketing department. Monique, hello. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for being the very first one to do this. We appreciate it. The first question I want to ask you is, can you give us a little background on your career and your position with the college?
Sure. My position with the college is the full-time faculty in the marketing department, which is in the business department at South Campus. My career has been within advertising, that area of marketing. I did media planning and buying for almost 10 years on Buick. So I came from advertising, and now I've been here for just about 2 years.
Well, we're happy to have you.
Thank you.
All right, the next question. What instructional technologies do you currently incorporate into your teachings? And what advice do you have for other instructors who might use those same technologies?
Incorporating technologies into the classroom in the business department is kind of a no-brainer. I mean, you have to have technology in business and in the classroom. So I try to take advantage of all the technologies that we can. I'm in a mediated classroom, so I use audio and video. Especially in my advertising class, we show a lot of commercials. I do use Turning Point as a way to engage my students, especially the ones that want to sit in the back and not talk. And then I also take advantage of Angel by web enhancing my on-ground classes, which has been tremendous. And I guess to answer your question about advice, that's the best advice I can give to any instructor, is web enhance your on-ground classes. Even including my grade book for my students to go in a secure environment and get their grade has saved me tremendous amount of time. Student questions is just passing along the information to them in that online virtual environment if they miss a class has just really saved me a lot of time.
Great. Okay, what teaching methods or technologies are you most excited to try out?
It's funny that you asked me that now, because I just this week, actually yesterday, had Camtasia installed on my computer. I do in my my CRM, my customer relationship management class, I do an online simulated case study through Salesforce.com, and I'm teaching this online for the first time next semester. And so I'm using Camtasia as kind of an overview to show the students in on the online setting how to navigate through Salesforce, which I would normally do in the classroom for my on-ground sections. So using Camtasia allows me to have audio over my screen to navigate and show the students how to do that. So I'm very excited about that.
Excellent, thank you. Okay, the next question is a multi-part question.
Okay.
And basically we want to know what the topic of your proposed idea exchange is today. And then if you could tell us a little bit about what has worked for you with this topic, what hasn't worked for you, and some things that you might like to try differently. And I'll let you answer that.
Sure. My proposed idea exchange is related to group projects. It's something that I know we struggle with in the business department, and I have to think that there are other departments that also struggle with this as well. As to what worked and what hasn't worked, just the fact of having group projects in a business setting is absolutely essential. And I have had some successful areas where it's worked. I particularly like to allow the students to choose their own groups who they want to work with. I know other instructors assign that for them, but that's worked really well for me, allowing them to pick their own groups. The issue that I struggle with most is it's kind of like a blessing and a curse. I assign my group projects very early in the semester to allow the students to internalize the concepts as I go along. We talk about a chapter, they can apply it to their group project. Then I struggle with the fact that when I assign the groups so earlier in the semester, by the end of the semester I might have, I like 5 people in my group. Every semester I get to the end, and through people dropping or withdrawing, whatever, I end up with groups of 2, which is too much work for that. So I could assign the group project later in the semester to try to avoid some of those people that might drop, but then I lose the benefit of them applying the concepts early. So I struggle with when is the right time, what's the right, should I maybe assign 6 people knowing that some are going to drop. So I would just really like to understand from other instructors, how do they manage their groups, especially this being a semester-long group project. I know other people, even within the business department, do smaller group projects. So you're only working with your group for 2 or 3 weeks, but this is a semester-long project. So I'd love to know in other departments how people manage the whole starting and ending with different numbers, and just when to assign it, and how that kind of goes along. I mean, you always deal with personality conflicts in a group. This person doesn't like that all of those things, and those just come along with the territory, and you manage one at a time. But sometimes I struggle with when is the right time, what is the right number, and how to manage that.
Great. Well, as people watch this interview on the CTL blog, we encourage you to leave comments.
Absolutely.
And exchange ideas with Monique, because she'll be looking at the blog as well and looking at the comments and commenting back. So.
Yeah, I think it would be helpful for us to all exchange ideas.
Excellent. Okay, this has been very good, Monique. Now it is time for the mystery question.
Okay.
And then we'll let you go. Of course, you knew something was coming,
Okay.
but you didn't know what. So there's a couple different categories, and there's a prize at stake here.
Okay.
So the categories are marketing, pop culture, instructional technology, and Macomb trivia.
Okay.
And you have to pick from this mug to see which category the question will come from. And then tell me what that is.
Instructional technology.
Okay, all right, this is a tough one.
Okay.
All right, so is this a true or false statement?
Okay.
According to a recent article published in Campus Technology in 2009, the majority of higher education students took all of their classes in physical classrooms, followed by a lesser number of students who took some online classes, and fewer still who took all of their classes online. So by the year 2014, will the majority of students take all of their classes online? Is it a true or false statement? So
That by 2014, the majority of students will
we'll
take their
take
classes.
all of their classes online. True
I
or
say
false?
false.
False. Well, that is correct.
Woohoo!
By 2014, in fact, the majority of higher education students will take some of their classes online, although many more, versus 2009, will take all of their classes online, and fewer than in 2009 will take all of their classes in physical classrooms. So that there's going to be a definite shift there. Okay, well, you did very well.
Oh, my prize!
Now you get a prize, and since you answered the question correctly, you get the grand prize. And hot from the dollar store,
Oh!
you get a Santa Claus Pez dispenser.
Oh, my very own Pez dispenser!
And a very creepy looking Santa Claus. I'm not really sure what that is, but there you go.
I've always wanted a creepy Santa Claus.
Yes, and
Thank you.
That's just a little thank you for being our very first interviewee for the CTL Idea Exchange.
Thanks. I look forward to getting ideas on the blog.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.